So long before he became the Prime Minister of Pakistan, he was very clear in his interviews, in his statements that, that we shouldn't be acting as a hired gun for the US or for anybody else. And more specifically, in the year 2011, 2012, when US was conducting a war on terror in the Pakistan-Afghanistan region, and there used to be a lot of drone attacks in civilian areas. Imran Khan came out very strongly and boldly on the fact that this should be banned. Drone strikes should not be allowed in civilian areas because there is just they call it collateral damage, but there is just too many civilian deaths, and that is just the wrong way of doing things. He held rallies for it. He went all the way to Waziristan, which was sort of the hotspots in that area for the drones. Afterwards, when he was the Prime Minister of Pakistan, during an a famous interview by a Turkish journalist who asked him about the possibility of having US bases in Pakistan, and Imran Khan replied, absolutely not. Now his followers see this as one of his hallmarks of his foreign policy, and his opponents obviously do not accept that and make fun of him for saying that. Similarly, coming back to the philanthropic side, if you look at the hospital, the university, some of his policies while he was the prime minister were, he organized shelters for the poor, and he made conscious efforts to make sure that there are no people below the poverty line. That just show a part of his personality where he appears to genuinely care for people who are not able to have a good quality of life. Now, coming on to the bad or the evil side, the first one is very interesting because it can almost be classified as pure evil. Was the fact that at one point, when he was visiting one of the tombs, he went into prostration, and this is something which is completely disallowed in Islam. Actually, the key message of Islam is to worship on God, and it does not allow physical prostration to any entity other than God. And so when he was asked about it, he tried to sort of give it a spin that it was out of respect and reverence, but obviously that is not allowed in any capacity, and he should have just come out and just completely said that he was either ignorant or he did something completely wrong. So that was a very bad incident on his part. Similarly, there's a lot of talk about the fact that he's been a superstitious person.